Last week on Motivational Moments with Leron Barnes.
Yeah, most people want their accountability partner, their mentors, their friends, the people, their prayer partners, whoever they have in their life to hold them accountable. But the truth is, you're supposed to hold yourself accountable to them. That's self-reliance. I'm relying on self to hold self accountable to someone else. Honestly, I believe that a lot of us have fear that keeps us from taking action, whether it's conscious fear or unconscious fear. It's fear of the unknown. I didn't know what was going to happen when I put myself out there. And many of us don't know what's going to happen when we put our ideas out there, when we put our work out there, when we put our best foot forward. We don't know the results of it, but the only way that we're going to be able to get the results and see how we can improve on that thing is by putting ourselves out there. We can't.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness, it's my favorite time of the week. Morning motivational moments with Leron Barnes. How you doing, bro?
Listen, I am so doggone blessed, man. So many great things have been going on just in this past week, bro. I'm telling you, I'm better than most. I'm better than good and better than most, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, definitely. So for those of you that don't know what he's talking about, we gotta jump straight to this, man. Tell me what this picture is all about. What is going on here?
Well. So I went ahead and invested into a 10X stage workshop, which is part of Grant Cardone's brand with Pete Vargas and Pat Quinn. And these are legends in the game when it comes to really getting your message out there and speaking from the stage to basically influence, impact, and change an audience. To be able to let your audience, in particular, that you speak to, know that you can help them from the stage and help them by enrolling them into your services. But that's what the workshop was about. This right here, part of it was a competition. And it's for the Great American Speak Off competition. And this competition is going to be in the first quarter of next year. It's going to be televised. Grant Cardone is going to be on stage. It's going to be celebrity style, live TV near you. And right there is where I just got my golden ticket, which allows me to get into the semifinals. And after the semifinals, I'll be in the finals. But I'm going to be honest with you. The victory has already been won. I'm just going through the formality.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So, I mean, tell us what that experience was like. You know, I know you went out there, you did your thing, you got the golden ticket. That means you're moving to the semifinal round. I'm sure there were dozens, if not a couple hundred speakers that they narrowed it down to. So what does it feel like to be among the chosen few?
Well, listen, I remember I was sitting there inside of at a table at one point, and I met this lady by the name of, which got a book called, I gotta shout her out, Chaos to Clarity. Her name is Marcy Hopkins, and I was sitting next to her, and she looked over at me as we were talking, and she said to me, "You were meant to be here." And I said to her, "You're right. I was meant to be here. VIP, sitting here with all these phenomenal people who are millionaires, multimillionaires in the room, people who are very successful, very good at their craft, who've been working hard at their craft just as well. And to be in a room of greatness and to step on the platform out of over 100+ speakers and to be chosen out of 5 people who actually got a chance to compete for the golden ticket, because out of 100 people, only 5 people were chosen, and then it got narrowed down to 3. And I was one of the 3 people who made it there. But that's what happens when you practice and work on your craft, and when you know where you're going and you have a vision. I invested in myself, positioned myself, and then because I had been practicing and working and doing the work behind the scene, now I was able to display what I've been working on. And it was an opportunity and a blessing to be on that type of platform.
I love it. I love it. Man, we've been with Elevating Men now for 4 years. It's been 4 years, bro. And I've seen your growth. I mean, you were amazing when you came to Elevating Men, but from the beginning till now, I mean, man, I'm so proud of you. And so, got to give a quick shout out. We got Mike Johnson, one of our state representatives, tuning in. We appreciate you watching. We always appreciate your support. But let's get into it. So last week we talked about accountability. We talked about accountability and how important that is in pushing you towards your goal, having someone to hold you accountable. But you said this week you wanted to talk about a few other things that really keep people stagnant, that make it take longer than it needs to for them to accomplish their dreams and their goals, and how you can help them accelerate that. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So check this out. One of the greatest things you all have heard me talk about last week, especially, was accountability. And I'm telling you, with me, what I do is I work with entrepreneurs and business professionals who struggle with doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs that keep them stuck and from taking action to achieve their goals. And I was one of those individuals who was stuck. I was stagnant. I couldn't get myself to move. It was frustrating, irritating, debilitating. And it caused me a lot of mental anguish because I knew that I was very, very good at what I do or what I did, but I still couldn't get myself to move. So I understand what it's like when other entrepreneurs and business professionals feel stuck. It's like I got all the people, I got all the resources, I got all I need, but I can't move. So those are the individuals that I've learned and I became. How do you move when you can't move?
Yeah, it's like so basically what you've done is you figured out how to unlock that within yourself, and now you're passing along that knowledge and that information. And so what would you say was one of the key moments or a critical point in your life where you said, you know what, I'm tired of dreaming, I'm tired of thinking about, I'm going to start doing? How did you overcome that fear, that insecurity, the procrastination, all of those things that hold us back? What was the secret ingredient?
Well, to be honest with you, you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you do what you got to do to get what you need to get. And one of the things that I did not have was an accountability partner. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have nobody tell me, hey, bro, you screwing up. You're the reason for your mess up. You're the reason why you can't buy your wife a $20 purse. You're the reason why you got to go to a place to get assistance because you can't buy your own children Christmas gifts. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting assistance or anything, but Andrew, bro, I knew better. I knew I had to do something different. And at the time, I wasn't willing to do it. I wasn't willing to do the work. I knew to do it, but didn't do it. But when I got an accountability partner, it changed everything. Because, Andrew, the truth is this. I knew that as long as nobody was holding me accountable, I didn't have to do the work. Nobody was watching me. Nobody was telling me that, hey, bro, you need to do the work. Get your family out of this situation. You're the reason for your family suffering. You're the man of that household, but you're not doing what the man of the household should do. You're the provider. I needed somebody to tell me that. It hurt. Yeah, it hurt, but it helped me. And so once I realized that having somebody in your corner that wants you to succeed as much as you want yourself to succeed, and then having somebody in your corner who actually was skilled enough, who was knowledgeable enough, that could actually help you move in the correct direction. See, it's one thing for somebody to tell you what you need to do, and it's another thing for somebody to tell you and guide you to do what you need to do. And that's what I needed. I needed somebody not only to hold me accountable, but give me the direction so that I can achieve what I set out to achieve.
Love it. Love it. That's solid. That's solid. And a lot of people aren't willing to humble themselves when it comes to an accountability partner. There's a certain level of humility that it takes to recognize that, hey, I actually do need some help. Got to shout out a couple people really quick. Rhonda Carter, she's been a big supporter of ours from the beginning. We appreciate you so much, so much. She said that's a great testimony. Also, Melvin Lamont Brown. This man deserves a community award. I'm serious. Like we got to come up with something for him because he is everywhere all the time. We love and appreciate you, Melvin Brown. Thank you for tuning in. But let's get back on track. So, as you said, you found an accountability partner. You recognize that you weren't getting your family where you need them to be as a man. You recognize, hey, I'm a provider. I need to step up. And so you reached out and you began to find accountability partners. Yeah. What was the next step?
Well, after finding an accountability partner, to be honest with you, straight up, hold yourself accountable to them. See, it's not good enough to have somebody hold you accountable, but you're not holding yourself accountable to them. It's not good enough to say, you know what? Okay, somebody's telling me what I need to do. But then again, when you hold yourself accountable to them, it actually causes you to do the work. And so I said, okay, look, this is what I got going on. This is where I am in the process. And your accountability partner is able to feed into you things that you did not know you needed. And so now every day, I'm able to measure my process, measure my progress. And now, honestly, it comes down to taking action. Because when you hold yourself accountable, it's uncomfortable when you got to come back empty-handed. Very uncomfortable. When you come back empty-handed after you done held yourself accountable. And so when you come back and you hold yourself accountable, now you take action. Here's what action does. Action is what yields the results of your dreams. Action yields the results of your dream. That's what it does. It yields you the results to your dream. And action, that's the hardest thing that we have problem taking is action. And that's the thing, again, when you hold yourself accountable, it helps you take action.
Yeah, because it's easy to dream, but it's hard to do the work. It's hard to do the work. Why do you feel that is? In your coaching business, I know that you help other people get beyond their limiting beliefs, develop work ethic, and really reach their goals. And so can you talk about what is it about the work that makes people just stop and say, I don't think I want to go through all of that. Talk to me.
The fear of the unknown, fear of your capabilities, fear of failure, fear that we don't know enough, fear, doubt we're not good enough. Maybe we won't do as well as we think. Or insecurities. Well, I failed at this before. I'm probably going to fail at it again. Or negative self-talk. This is what we need. We need a perspective shift. Les Brown says, you can't see the picture when you're in the frame. That's why you need a coach. You need your perspective shifted. You need to see things differently because our life is a result of our thinking. The way that we've been thinking is the reason why we can't take action because we're thinking negatively. We think we're being realistic. I was working with a client one time and she was giving me all these excuses on why she couldn't take action. And I said, listen, you're really negative. She said, no, I'm not, Leron. I can't believe you said that. I'm not negative. She was offended. She said, I'm just keeping it real. I said, yeah, real negative. And sometimes we believe that keeping it real or just talking out loud about what's going on is not hurting us or it's not negative, but a perspective shift. No. Don't be fearful. It's okay. Listen, put your work out there. I was working with a client who was fearful to put her videos on Facebook, social media, TikTok, and all that. But I said, no. People need to hear your voice. You're concerned about what you look like, and it's not about you. It's about them. You have a message to deliver. And if you do not deliver this message, the people that God called you to, ma'am, will never hear it. And if you leave this earth without them hearing your message, without them hearing your calling to them, you miss purpose. You miss.
I love it. And sometimes people, especially in this day and age with social media, we see so many young entrepreneurs, people hitting their stride early in life and reaching success quickly. Can you speak to that person who's been at it for a while? Right,
Mhm.
they've been trying to accomplish their goals. Maybe they need that extra push, that coaching, that accountability partner. But can you speak to that person that feels like maybe it's just too late? You know, I don't know if I have the energy anymore. I don't know if the value that I have inside of me is still worthwhile because it's been sitting there dormant for so long. Can you talk to them about how important it is to utilize the gifts that God gave them and to actually pour into others?
Consistency is the key that unlocks doors. Take that in for a moment. Let me say it again for you. Consistency is the keys that unlocks doors to opportunity. It's not about the time. When will the baby walk? It will walk when it walks. We can't put a time on what we think will happen. It's okay to put a time on it, but if it doesn't happen in the timeline, that doesn't mean it's over. No, it's in our consistency. It takes working consistently is what manifests the results that we want. It's never too late. It's never too late. 6 years ago, when I started, or 8 years ago, 2016, when I started my entrepreneur journey, I never knew that I was going to have a fear of rejection. I thought my positive attitude, good personality would take me a long way, and it did. But when I felt rejected because somebody said that they didn't desire my product or service, I took it personal, very personal. And so it brought fear to me. It started making me doubt myself. Even though I was very good about delivering the presentation, delivering the information, I actually cared for people. I wasn't out there to scam people or just get a lot of money from them. I really cared. But when I felt rejected, listen, I would self-sabotage. I wouldn't call the clients when I needed to call them. I would pray to God that they would cancel. And then I was doing this. I was hoping that the people who I was bringing on the appointments, the kitchen table appointments to train, that I had other things to do because of fear that I would get rejected. And so my family suffered as a result of that. But you know what? Even though I feared, even though I had doubt, even though I had limiting beliefs being beliefs that keep you limited, keep you stuck, keep you in the place that you are now. Even though I had all those things, I was consistent. I kept on grinding. I kept on pushing. I kept on working as much as I could until I got the results. So stay consistent because your dreams have to be manifested because someone needs you.
That's right. That's right. So, there's the acronym FEAR, false evidence appearing real. Can you talk about why it is actually false evidence? From my perspective, anytime you're afraid of something, that means that you are actively in a moment, a state of fear of something that hasn't even happened yet. Right. And so as it relates to your dreams and your goals, you're fearing something, but you haven't even taken the action to see that reality come to fruition. To say that, I'm scared to get out there because I think this is going to happen. I think that's going to happen. You haven't done anything, so nothing has happened. What are you afraid of? Can you speak to that just a bit?
Listen, false evidence appearing real. It's all an illusion. Fear is an illusion. And the illusion is an illusion that we created in our own mind. That's what it is. Fear is what the devil uses to keep you from living your dream. Fear is things that we think of in our mind that keeps us feeling safe. It allows us not to put ourselves out there so we don't feel that we fail. So we don't feel that other people see us not succeed. So we don't have to live with guilt. But see, listen, I'd rather live with the guilt of trying than the guilt of not trying. It's not real. Fear is an emotion. It's a feeling. It's a way of thinking that causes a certain feeling. Fear, the energy of fear is the same energy as faith. Fear and faith are the same energy. The only difference behind it is your thought. Ooh, I'm not going to make it. Ooh, they're going to say no. Ooh, what if I don't succeed? I will succeed. I'm very good at this. Bro, I'm amazing. I'm great. I'm cold at this. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I'm going to do this. It's the energy,
Yeah.
but your thought behind it is what takes you back or propels you forward.
Yeah, because fear makes you do three things. You're either going to fight, you're going to take flight, you're going to run from it, or you're just going to stand still. Right? You're going to be froze. So fear, flight, or frozen. And what you do is you help people learn how to fight through their fear versus getting stuck, frozen, or just taking flight and running away from their goals. And so I love what you do. I love what you do. Let's talk about investing in yourself, because sometimes people don't want to do anything. They don't want to make any investment of time. They don't want to make any investment of money. They just want things to happen with little to no investment. And so can you speak to the portion of your journey where you decided to start investing in yourself and how that actually helped you get to the next level?
Absolutely. Andrew, my very first investment was at a company called Effective Presentations. And this, when I invested in myself, it was when I first discovered that I was a speaker, that I wanted to be speaking from the stage, that I wanted to change people's life. And I remember one thing that I always knew, though I didn't know a lot, was I heard that smart people read, and two, wise people invested in themselves. And so I knew that I had to make an investment. And now that I finally knew where I was going, I invested in a workshop called Effective Presentation. Effective Presentation taught me how to stand on the stage, present, use my pauses, remove the filler words, learn how to look into the camera, lean to show eye contact, to use my vocal inflection, to know how to make people feel me when I talk, to use my gestures as I do. And it helped me to be able to command the room when I got in the room. So people say, wow, there's something different about him. Well, then I said, okay, so I began to work on that. I began to practice. Remember, consistency. I was consistent about that thing. And because of my consistency, I said, wow, I got good at this. Well, I want to meet Les Brown. And I knew that Les Brown, which was a person that I found that helped me discover that I was an international Hall of Fame speaker, that I was supposed to impact the world with my voice. I said, I wanted to meet him. I wanted to be on stage with him. I wanted to be able to perform with him, to really be able to change lives with him. And so I knew that in order for me to get in certain circles, I had to invest in that circle so I could connect with that circle and get on the same level as the people in that circle. So I invested in this workshop with Les Brown. And he taught us a lot. He helped me to tell my story. He helped me to be more impactful when I spoke to an audience. He helped me to really understand that thing. And after I got with him and I connected with him, it really helped out to where I invested in a workshop called, and technically speaking, Mastermind. And it helped me craft my message better. And with Tamara Barber, which is one of my coaches. After that, listen to this, all these investments. I invested in Next Level Speaking Academy. Why? Because I wanted to become a better speaker. I invested in Hungry for Greatest Speaking Academy with Les Brown. And then I invested in this 10X stage workshop. And that's only a few investments that I've made. But what it did for me, Andrew, is it made me who I am today. Now what's happening is I got in rooms with people who in a different stratosphere, with people with different bank accounts. And when you hang around 5 duds, you can expect to be the 6th one. And if you hang around 5 millionaires, you can expect to be the 6th one. I found the millionaires and the billionaires now, and now my skill has matched with them. So they're looking at me like, bro, you're amazing. And I'm like, I know I am. And I got the confidence to know I am because I worked at this thing and I invested myself up there. So now I deserve to be where I'm at. And now I tell people, you got to invest in yourself because that's the only way you're going to get to what you say you want to get to.
What I love is you're not just talking about it, you're living it. You're actively investing. And I've watched you do it, so I can attest. I know that he's invested in these programs because he's shown me and I've seen the growth over the years. And so it's just amazing. So again, we're talking about getting unstuck and really reaching your goals in a shorter time frame. And so first you said that you need an accountability partner. You need someone to hold you accountable, to push you forward. You said that you need to conquer fear because that's one of the main things that keeps us stagnant and it holds us back. We won't take a step forward because we're afraid. Then you said that you need to invest in yourself. It's important that you have coaches that can get you to the next level. You want to feed off of other people's experiences, people that are already where you want to be. And so if you were to put a fourth key out there for people to accelerate their process, what would that fourth key be?
If I had to put a fourth key out there, let me see. This is what I would say to you. Honestly, because of getting accountability partner, they help you get over your fears, and you invested in yourself. Honestly, that investment hanging around the right people, I'm going to give you this. The right people, let me say it again. The right people, OQP, only quality people. Now you got to surround yourself with a circle of people who are going in the same direction as you. A team of people, collaborative group of masterminded people who are saying, you know what? I want to get better in life. Your dream only goes as far as your team. I'm in a 10X workshop group now. I've expanded the people that I hang with. If you want to be a chicken, hang with chickens. And if you want to be an eagle, fly with eagles. You got to pay attention to the people that you're around. Look, I'm with people who are better than me, who are further than me. I'm with people that's going to take me to the next level because I got a team of people. And you have to know how to get in those certain type of groups, because certain people on certain levels, you got to be able to talk on that level, communicate on that level. You got to know how to move when you're in the room. So connect with the right people. And the first thing is you got to take action, get in the right place with the right people that can introduce you to the right people. Because it's not about what you know, as the saying goes, but who you know.
I love it. I love it. So we're almost time to wrap up. So there's a couple things that I want to touch on. One thing is that I noticed through this conversation that you have a couple different levels of people. Mm-hmm. You have those people that are well ahead of you that you can look up to, admire, follow in their footsteps. You have your team, people that are roughly around your level that keep you motivated and hold you accountable. And then the third person is that person that you're reaching back and helping to pull up. And so I want to close in talking about how you're able to take the experiences that you've had over the last several years, growing yourself as a speaker, building your coaching business, getting all the tutelage and information from these different programs. How are you able to translate that to the next person so that they can accelerate that process?
Everything you learn is to be taught. That's the first thing. Let me say it again. Everything that you learn is to be taught. And it's to be, and Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain it, you simply don't understand it. So all the knowledge that you accumulate, one is for you to become, so that you can teach it to a mentee, so that you can bring them up to the next level. The second part is to have somebody on your level, somebody who's going through the journey with you, someone who found out that their calling in their direction of life, in their path in life, is on the same path as yours. They're on the same journey, because iron sharpens iron. So you need those individuals. So by being on the same journey as them, they'll give you certain things like, hey, I went to this workshop over here. This is a pretty good workshop. Hey, I need to introduce you to this person over here. Hey, I think this will help you over here. I can get you on right here. Iron sharpening iron. And so now you're moving on a journey together. And then the mentor is the person who's ahead of you, someone who is in the direction that you're going, who's well above, who has the things that you want, who's speaking to the people you speak to and are impacting the people that you want to impact. And by investing in your mind, investing in yourself, by learning, taking in all that you have taken in through the process of life up until where you are, it allows you to be able to connect with people on each one of these levels: mentee, iron sharpen, iron partner, and a mentor. And this is what actually makes your life impactful, because you're not just a consumer, but you're giving back, you're helping out, sharpening, and you're humbling yourself in order for somebody to pull you up.
I love it. I love it. Listen, we've come to our time. there is a website scrolling at the bottom. It's been scrolling there. I hope that you've, taken a snapshot or written that down, because you need to go and check it out, LeronDBarnes.com. That's how you can connect with this brother. If you need coaching, if you need direction, if you need someone to hold you accountable to reaching your goals, visit that website, LeronDBarnes.com. Can you tell them what they'll find when they get there?
Absolutely. You find on my page exactly the information about me, but what I really want you to focus on is book now. Book now. Let's have a 20-minute call, see where you are, see where you want to go, and let's find out how we're going to get you there. Because it's time to move past your doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs, your excuses. It's time. It's enough. Enough's enough. And it's time to go ahead and take action. So go on the website. You can go book now. It's at the very top of the screen. And then it'll send me your information, email address, phone number. I'll reach out to you. And we'll go ahead and set up that 20-minute consultation. You also can go ahead and find me on Facebook and at Leron the Motivator. Also on Instagram at the Leron the Motivator 2.0. And if you want some motivation and inspiration, look, you can find me on TikTok at Leron the Motivator. And now I just got my YouTube channel up. So look, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Man, listen, brother to brother, I don't care who hears it, I'll tell the world. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. The strides that you've made over the last several years are almost unimaginable, but because it's you, I know that it's real. I know that it's real, man. And so definitely reach out to him if you need to, again, take your business to the next level, even if it's just personal coaching. I've experienced some of this for my own benefit. The brother knows what he's doing. And so reach out to him, Leron Barnes. But don't forget, every Sunday morning, mark this on your calendar, from 9 a.m. to 9:30, we get you motivated for the week, because motivation does not start on Monday. It starts over the weekend. We got to get your mind right early so that you can have a wonderful week. And so did you have any last thoughts, final words that you want to leave with the people?
I'll just say, look, go after your dreams. Don't stop. Keep pressing. Keep pushing. Do what you know to do. If what you've been doing has not been working, change it. If you find yourself going in the wrong direction, change it. If you don't know how to get out of what you're in and you're tired of going through the same thing year after year, change it. I just want to hear from you. I want to help. But other than that, I'm excited about your future. I'm excited.
All right. And I'm excited with them. Go and conquer your goals. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.